Every chart tells a story, and understanding candlesticks will help you to understand the story behind every chart, and will help you to predict how the market moves or where the market is going to. Hello guys, it's the Trading Farm here. I'll be walking you through on how to read and understand the candlesticks, that is candlesticks anatomy. So when you open the charts, the first thing you see is the candlesticks, just like you're seeing here. The first thing you see is the candlesticks, and candlesticks are the storytellers in the markets. They tell us where the market is likely to go to next. They help us to predict the movement of the markets. So if you understand candlesticks, you'll be able to understand the direction of the market. So if you're to define candlesticks, it's in the simplest form. Candlesticks are the storytellers of the market. They tell the story about what the buyers and sellers are doing in the market. That is just it. Now, we have two types of candlesticks, two major types. We have the bullish candlesticks, and we have the bullish candlesticks, which is represented by the green candle. Then we have the bearish candlesticks, which is represented by the red candle. Now, talking of bullish candlesticks, I mean when the market is going up, this is the candlesticks that forms. When the market is coming down, this is the candlesticks that forms. And I'm going to be showing you how to read and understand each of these candles. Now, let us start with understanding the anatomy behind these candles. Now you can see this is the wick of the market. This is the wick of the market, of the candles. This is the wick of the candles. These are called wicks. These are called wicks. Now, from here down to here is called the candlestick's body. The same goes with this. From here down to here is called the candlestick's body. Now, this is the high of the candles. This is the high of the candle, and this is the low. This is the low, which means this is the highest point this particular candle got to, and this is the lowest point this particular candle got to. The lowest point. Yeah. Then we have the open. This is the open of these candlesticks. This is where this movement of the candlestick started. This is the open of this particular candlesticks. The open of these candlesticks. Then this is the close of this particular candlesticks. This is the close. This is where this particular candlesticks closed. Then we have what? We have the close of this particular candlesticks. This is where this candle closed. This is where it closed. This is the open. This is where this particular candle opened. This is where it's open. So this is, you can see the difference. This is where it opened. This is where it closed. This is where it opened. This is where it's closed. So that is it for the candlesticks anatomy. That is it. These edges are called the borders. These edges, the edges of the candlesticks are called the borders, as you can see here. Now, what is the story? By story, if I say story, what do I mean? Now I'm going to explain to you how these particular candlesticks form. So as you can see, I said earlier that this is the open of this particular candlesticks. This is where it opened. So this particular candlesticks opened here, and candlesticks tells us what is happening between the buyers and the sellers in the market. So as this candle opened, what happened? The buyers came into the market and pushed this particular candlesticks up. It pushed it up. These are the buyers. At this point, you could say that this point the candle is bullish. The candle is what? Bullish. The buyers came, pushed the market up. Now, it gave us the high. As the market was pushed up, it gave us the high. What now happened? The sellers came back into the market and pushed the market down. They pushed the market down. They pushed the market down. They pushed the market till it got to this point. Then the buyers came into the market again and tried to push the market up again, but they failed. They pushed the market towards this zone, and this particular candle closed here. So it opened here, pushed up, then what? Pushed down again. Then after all the battle between the sellers and the buyers, the market ended up being dominated by the sellers because it closed bearish. The sellers couldn't push it up to close bullish. So that is simply the story. Now, if you don't understand this, listen and try your best to understand this particular one. Now, this is the particular candle. This particular candle, it's opened here. This is where it's opened. Now, as this particular candle opened, because it's a bullish candle, we're expecting it to move up. But no, this is how it's happened. The sellers, first of all, came into the market and pushed the market down towards this low. They pushed the market down towards this low. At this point, the market is what? Bearish. Now, sometimes the market might keep going down and it closes. But what happened? The buyers came into the market and pushed the market above the opening price. They pushed the market up. They pushed the market up. They pushed the market. They pushed the market up. They pushed it up towards this high, which is the highest point. What now happened? The sellers also come again. They try to fight. They push the market down towards this zone. And this is what? This is where the market closed. So sometimes a bullish candlesticks was a bearish candlesticks before the sellers took over and pushed it up. So you can see how this battle happened. If you go to your charts, if you go to your, let's say, 1 minute charts, you will see how it's playing out like this, exactly like this. You will see how it is what? Playing out exactly like this. So with this now, what does the candlestick's body tell you? What does the candlesticks tell you? What does the candlestick's body? If a candlestick forms, because we have different parts, different types of candlestick, but if a candlestick forms with a momentum, forms with a big candle, let's say a big candle like this, what does it tell you? It tells you what? That the buyers have momentum. It tells you the momentum of buyers in the market. That there is a bullish momentum in the market. Let's say you have a big candlesticks like this with the body. It tells you what? That the buyers have a big momentum in the market. So the bigger the candlesticks body, the bigger the momentum of the market. That is at times that's a candlesticks we call the momentum candlesticks. Candlesticks that are very big, just like this, just like this. These are called momentum candle. It shows you if the body is big, it tells you that the buyers are dominating in the market. The buyers are dominating in the market. If that is a bullish candle, or if it's a bearish candle and the body is big, if it's a bearish candle and the body is big, it tells you what? It tells you that the sellers are what? That the sellers are dominating in the market. So that is the body of the candlesticks. It tells us the type of momentum there is in the market. Is it a bullish momentum or is it a bearish momentum? So the smaller the candlesticks body, let's just say the candlesticks body is like this. Let's say this candlesticks body is like this. The smaller the candlesticks body, let's just say it's like this. The candlesticks is small, very small, like this. It tells us what? That there is a low momentum in the market. The smaller the candlesticks body, the lower the momentum in the market. So if there are low candlesticks with small bodies, it tells us that there are low momentum in the market. Just like you can see here, this particular candlesticks that has a small body, you can see here immediately bullish. After this bullish move, we had this bearish move. So the smaller the candlesticks, the smaller the candlesticks, the smaller the momentum in the market. Now when the candlesticks is very small, that it doesn't have body at all, or just a small tiny body, let's say like this, like say it's tiny as this, this type of candlesticks is usually called the doji candlesticks, and it tells us there is an indecision in the market. Remember, a candlesticks forms due to the battle between the buyers and the sellers in the market. So when it closes like this with a very small body, it tells us there is an indecision happening in the market. So if you go to the charts, you see different candlesticks. Now, for you to change the color of your candlesticks to any color of your choice, you double click the candlesticks rather. If you go double click the candlesticks, you will see symbols, or you can still go to your settings. You go to symbol. If you go to settings, you go to symbol, you will see the candlesticks body. You see the candlesticks, how to change the color. You can change the color to any color of your choice. You can change the color to any color of your choice here. Now, I want you to bear in mind that this is a 4-hour candlesticks, meaning that it took each of these candlesticks 4 hours to form. So if I put it in one day, it means what? It took each of these candlesticks a day to form. It took each of these candlesticks a day to form. So let's look at this particular candlesticks. Let's use it on the illustrate. So if you want to know the highest point this particular candlesticks got to, you do what? You put it like this. You take your cursor to the highest point, the highest wick of the candlesticks. You look to your left. You look towards your right hand side. You will see the highest point. So this particular candlesticks went as much as 1.3394. If you want to see the lowest point, you take it here, which is the low of the candle. You will see that it dropped to as low as 1.33572. If you want to see the opening price, you keep it at the opening price. You see 1.3381. If you want to see the closing price, you see it here, which is 1.3376. So this is just candlesticks anatomy. If you understand candlesticks anatomy, you'll be able to understand everything there is in the market, every single thing there is in the market. So I hope you gained value from this particular tutorial. Do well to subscribe, like and share this particular tutorial. I will see you guys around.